some agencies are operating 24/7, and we are grateful to them. But some agencies are not operating 24/7. We have said again and again, anybody who has got anything to do in the port of Mombasa has to operate 24/7. And I have also talked to the banks, and we have made it necessary that clear to them that even the banks who are supporting this port have to operate 24/7. So either they operate 24/7, but in any case, once we start lodging the documents outside this port, then that is okay. But for now, let all the agencies, whether it is KRA, whether it's NTSA, we have got 70% of our agencies are almost operating here, but everybody is doing their own things. In this port, we duplicate everything. In fact, even doing nothing is duplicated. We want to have streamlined system where there is no duplication. You find CAFIS comes, goes. When the CAFIS is on the door, Port Health is there. Port Health leaves, CAPS comes. Even NTSA, everybody has something to do here. Everybody has something to do here. So we are asking to review, and we have agreed to review, to avoid this duplication and to ensure that we have got a real one-stop for all the services in this port. And by the way, even the levies, all these bodies collect levies, that's under number 13. All these levies need to have one agent, and we have agreed, and Kentrade is here, that all the levies should be collected by Kentrade. Because now, everybody here has got a small receipt book. We don't even know whether it is accounted for. So the same way you said we simplify the pay bills into one pay bills, we are also saying, please, all the parties, leave the port. Leave Kentrade, they will collect, and kila mtu atapata haki yake, so that everybody, all these port users can be able to have a good time. On the issue of technology, we have a problem. We are using so many systems, Your Excellency. We have got Quarto, which is a port community, a terminal management system here by KPA. We have got another one called ICMS by Kenya Revenue Authority. We have got, CAPS have got their system. Now, should any of those systems go down, operations grind to a halt. But you know what? Who pays for it? Who is penalized? The shipper, the exporter or the user or the importer is penalized for things that are outside their control. And we have agreed now, if my CAP system goes down and there is a delay, I should be the one to pay for those delays. If the KRA system is down, we cannot come and penalize the users of the port because of things which are outside their control. So we have said, kila mtu abebe msalaba yake. If your system goes down, you must, pay for it. So this old habit of penalizing the users for mistakes which are not their own, we have agreed that everybody has to carry their own cross. And let me add here, Your Excellency, Uganda and the Deputy Commissioner General of URA is here, and the head of customs of URA is here, and Rwanda, who I think we have got somebody from Rwanda also within the meeting. They use one system, which is international system. KRA has got a slightly different system, which was made in-house. So we are also we have asked them to sit together as the revenue authority from the region and see how, if it is possible for us to harmonize the custom system so that we can actually have an EAC custom system across board. We have got non-tariff barriers from the way bridges. When the goods leave here in Mombasa, they are weighed. Along the way, we have got Kenya with way bridges dotted all the way on the northern corridor. And we are wondering, how did the truck leave here with 10 tons, and then somewhere in Voi, it becomes 12 tons or 8 tons. So we want to have one-way bridge at the point of exit, and probably, at worst case scenario, maybe at the border of Uganda, we can have another way bridge, if necessary. But if possible, we now have technology, and we can be able to see if anybody has tampered with the goods. We have that capability. So we are asking you, Excellency, to talk to, this is now the exact reason why Murkomen was praising me. So it is on this issue. Hapa ndio iko maneno hii maneno ya bridge hapo. The problem is there. The practice in other parts of the world is that before any cargo lands in the port, all the pre-port operations are done in advance, whether it is imports, whether it is exports. And we want to have that here. We are about the only port in the world where we come here and we start procedures here. We want, by the time the goods land here, they just go straight through. We have a new slogan we have adopted, that the port is not a bedroom. It is not a place to keep the goods. It is not a storage. The port is supposed to be a transit area, and in this regard, we have requested the Kenya Revenue Authority to adjust their systems to enable us to be able to log our documents and our procedures the minute it leaves the other point of source. And the same thing with our exports. Before someone brings a container of avocado from Muranga, let us finish with the procedures from Muranga so that when the container comes in here, it just leaves without having to spend time here. We are charged higher charges than all the ports in sub-Saharan Africa. And the shipping companies are here. And we have got a page, Your Excellency. You can compare for yourself how much we are paying to the shipping lines and how much Dar es Salaam is paying, how much Durban is paying. We are getting the raw end of the stick. And not just the charges, but even the free days allowed. We are getting 9 days. Durban is getting up to 45 days. DRC is getting 15 days. So there's very uneven treatment by the shipping companies. And by the way, in Tanzania, they tried to do this. Tanzania refused because their regulator could not stomach this. So we have agreed with my senior brother, CS Mvurya, that Kenya Maritime Authority has to get its act in order. They have to wake up. And we need protection because it is the right of every port user to be protected. We do not have any purview over shipping lines. But the Kenya Maritime Authority, as a regulator, will step in. We have agreed they will do whatever is required to ensure that we are not even asking for better. Just treat us the same as you treat the other ports in Africa. Yeah? Don't treat us any better. Let us just be treated in the same way. We have got the issue of inter-county cess, where you leave one county, go to another county, and in that other county, you now have to pay cess. And I'm going to just give you an example of one truck leaving Port of Mombasa to go to the border of Busia. So Governor Buswamad, he starts, he gets his bit, he throws it to Governor Taita Taveta, Governor Mwadime. Governor Mwadime gets his cut, he throws it to Governor Mutula Kilonzo Jr. Mutula Kilonzo Jr. takes something, he throws it to Governor Lenku of Kajiado. Governor Kajiado cuts something, he throws it to Governor Wavinya Ndeti. Governor Wavinya Ndeti takes his cut. Sakaja comes in, Sakaja gets something, he throws it to Amatangi. Amatangi gets something. Governor Susan Kiheka takes over, gets something from there, all the way give to Governor Mutai of Kericho, and then Governor of Busia and Kakamega and Vihiga. By the time we get to Busia, you wonder what is all this all about. Your Excellency, this has to come to a stop. You know, we have agreed that, and that is why Governor Anwar Iguru is here on behalf of Council of Governors. We have a council meeting on Monday, and we are going to prosecute that issue. Then, of course, we have got some other friends who are represented here by one of my best friends called P.S. Raymond Omolo. We call them Friends of the Road. You know, marafiki wa barabara. With friends like this, I am not sure you need any enemies. So on behalf of the Friends of the Road, My friend, my bigger friend, Raymond Omoro, has got some issue to sort out. We have got our friends from Uganda, our friends from Rwanda, our friends for DRC. You've heard Minister Wamala knows about Kitu Kidogo. So we want to ask PS Raymond Omoro to do whatever is necessary to ensure friends of the road become more friendly. We have a lot of potential in terms of transshipment, and we have agreed that we form a team to see how we can make the port of Mombasa and the port of Lamu to be more conducive for transshipment, because we stand a very big opportunity there. And Kenya Ports Authority have committed to do whatever it takes to make Mombasa and Lamu to be the leading port in this region in the area of transshipment. On the issue of the vehicle limits, we have a problem because KRA, NTSA, and KEBS, everybody has got their own definition of the year of the vehicle. So if you go to KEBS, they take it is from January to December, it's 1 year. You go to NTSA, it's another definition. You go to KRA, they calculate from the exact date of registration. So we are asking for harmonization so that vehicles are deemed to be manufactured in a certain, or to be belonging to a certain age as a block of from January to December, to avoid all that confusion of multiple definitions.